5 actors who regret their movie roles. On the surface, it appears like actors and actresses are always pleased with the amount of effort they put into their roles. However, it appears that every movie star has a part that they hope no one would ever remember that they had played in the first place. Several actors, such as Sarah Paulson, refuse to even watch themselves in films because they don't want to be too critical of their own performances. We can imagine how difficult it would be to have your face shown on a large screen for everyone to see and judge. When making a movie, it's frequently difficult to predict how the screenplay will turn out once editing, director's cuts, and reshoots have been completed. Some films come together to form something spectacular, but the character is so fascinating that the actor will never be able to shake off the memory of playing it. Then there are some films that absolutely bomb in the box office, owing to poor performance, shoddy screenplay, or even simply a jumble of narrative holes. Whatever the cause, certain parts continue to plague these actors, who have spoken up about how and why they came to be some of their most regrettable roles in interviews. If you enjoy learning the inside scoop about your favorite Hollywood actors and actresses, you gotta check out this video. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video on our channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about 5 actors who regret their movie roles. Yeah, you heard it right. So let's get started with our video. An actor's performance in an award-winning film doesn't guarantee that they view it as a success. Indeed, some performers tend to be more critical of their own appearance in otherwise excellent films because of the high quality elsewhere. Number 1. Matt Damon, The Bourne Ultimatum, 2000. The original Bourne trilogy starring Matt Damon received acclaim from reviewers all around the world. The actor, on the other hand, has expressed dissatisfaction with the third picture, claiming that the original script, penned by director Tony Gilroy, was terrible. It's really the responsibility of the studio for putting itself in that situation, Damon said in an interview with GQ. "I don't hold anything against Tony for taking a boatload of money and turning it in for what he turned it in for. It was only that it was difficult to read. This is the conclusion of my professional career. To put it another way, I could put this item up on eBay, and that person would be out of the game for good. It's a bad situation. It's a really humiliating situation. He was essentially having a good time, and then he collected his money and departed." Number 2. Harrison Ford, Blade Runner, 1982. There are 7 different versions of Blade Runner, one of which involves Harrison Ford's character Rick Deckard narrating sequences in the movie. Another, more somber version, the one that director Ridley Scott approves of, is darker and doesn't have Deckard describing what is happening. Ford is not a fan of any of the 2 versions. His previous statement, made in 2017 before the release of Blade Runner 2049, was he didn't enjoy the movie one way or another, with or without. In the role of a detective, he didn't have to perform any detecting at all. He had a tough time connecting with the information in terms of his own personal experience. There were some crazy things going on. There was some crazy stuff going on. Number 3. Eddie Redmayne, The Danish Girl, 2015. Eddie Redmayne, a British actor, recently stated in the Sunday Times that he wouldn't take a part of a trans woman if he were offered the job at the time. In the film, he portrays trans artist Lily Elbe, for which he was nominated for an Academy Award. He believed that was an error, he remarked, although acknowledging that the picture was done with the finest intentions on his part. The larger conversation about the issues around casting is taking place because many individuals do not have a seat at the table, he explained. A leveling of the playing field is required, else we will continue to engage in these discussions. Number 4. Idris Alba, The Wire, 2002 to 2008. Idris Alba had some reservations about the way his role in The Wire was perceived, and while this isn't a film, it's worth mentioning. Alba has received much praise for his performance as Stringer Bell in the HBO series. Yet, in an appearance on James O'Brien's podcast with David Lammy, he expressed skepticism about the role's reception. "We're all idolizing Stringer Bell, but who are we really idolizing?" he said, before going on to say, "Are we idolizing a clever drug dealer or a foolish drug dealer?" He added, "What exactly are we trying to express here? Is it okay to smuggle heroin into a town and think that you're cool because you're good at what you do?" That was a source of contention for me. Number 5. Sally Field, The Amazing Spider-Man, 2012. According to the original plan, the Amazing Spider-Man series, starring Andrew Garfield as the eponymous web-slinger, would establish a cinematic universe comparable to that of the Avengers. Some even speculated that an Aunt May film was in the works, but it is unlikely that Sally Field, who played Aunt May, would have been happy with the prospect of a sequel. "It's incredibly difficult to discover a three-dimensional character in it," she said to Howard Stern about her role as the character. "You put forth the most effort you can, but you can't fit 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag," she added. Well, that's all for today's video. Tell us in the comment section what you thought of this video. I hope that you found this video interesting. If you want to see more like this, please consider subscribing. And don't forget to give comments and provide us with your valuable feedback. We'll see you in the next video with some more amazing celebrities, facts, and stories. And until then, stay tuned.